So we're working on a new version of Token Metrics, basically Token Metrics 2.0. No timeline for it yet, but I would say sometime next year is probably when we would launch it. But the plan is we're also working on new grades. So I talked about the quant grade, but we're also working on adding sentiment analysis grade. And in general, the feedback we've been getting from our customers is that there's too much information overload, right? So for example, when you come here to the site, it's becoming tough for people to know how to trade different cryptocurrencies, right? For example, they might come here. Let's say they check, they only want to see coins where the TA is bullish monthly, right? So here we have Polkadot, Compound, right? And the grade is good, but they would see the price prediction is negative, right? So some people are saying they don't know how to trade that because the models are conflicting. Because price prediction is an independent model, it only looks at historical pricing. So it will say one thing that's different, while the monthly TA looks only at trading indicators, and that could say something totally different. And then the overall grade looks at all three: fundamentals, technology, and TA. Right? In general, I would look at the overall grade as the main one to follow, right? But we want to kind of work and create two grades. So basically, kind of what we have now with value investor and trader, and basically simplify everything, and not even have to have people look at all this stuff, right? Because it's getting confusing. So for trader grade, we're looking at basically combining the monthly TA, basically technical analysis, with the price prediction grade for 30 days, and also adding sentiment analysis grade, which we're working on. And this will basically be a good grade to represent short-term trading. It will basically become a short-term trading indicator. And then we'll use the quant grade as a long-term value investor grade. And then down the road, we want to add even more data, right? So we're looking into adding. So right now, Token Metrics looks in total at about 74 data points, probably some more, I forget, but basically more than over 70 data points we look at. In the new version we're working on, which will take sometime next year, we want to look at over 280 data points. So we want to add sentiment analysis. Actually, it's probably going to end up being more than 300 data points, right? We want to add so just the 280 would be quant grades. Quant grades, we look at 54 data points just for the quant grade alone. Then we want to add on-chain data, because I know people have been asking us about adding on-chain data, so that would be good. So getting on-chain data for blockchain and different wallet addresses, being able to add that, I think would be great. Taking everything we have to the next level. Adding sentiment analysis, and also taking most of the questions we have for fundamental analysis and for the technology grade, and quantifying them and automating them through APIs. So in general, I mean, Token Metrics could have more than 400 data points, right? And putting all of that into machine learning, into an AI system, I mean, this is like the holy grail. This is like IBM Watson, Google DeepMind type stuff for crypto, right? And it's going to be, right? And having the AI just figure out what the best predictors are with that deep learning is pretty cool. So actually, let me see if I can pull up one of the sentiment things. Sorry, just give me a second here. This is, which one should I use? Okay, so just want to preface this by saying this is early. Okay, don't want anybody to kind of FOMO, but this is what we're basically working on, right? So right now we're researching and testing, getting Twitter data, right? So being able to pull in the latest tweets on a particular cryptocurrency, so possibly more than 100,000 tweets. Then also we're pulling in Telegram data, so being able to get what people are saying on Telegram about cryptocurrencies. And we go through, we do heavy processing, we filter out ads, scams, bots, all that stuff that's useless, basically cleaning that data. And then we're creating a machine learning model around it, right? So if I zoom in here, right, we're basically going through and we're creating a sentiment model that can classify whether a tweet is positive, neutral, negative, give it a score, right? And then possibly turning that into trading indicators, right? So something that people could trade, and also turning that into a grade, right? So right now we're in the process of backtesting some stuff, right? But stay tuned, stay tuned. We think this could be a game changer if we could add this to our technical analysis grades and to our price prediction models to create a super grade for short-term traders. I mean, this would be the moon landing, right? And then doing the same thing with the value investor grade. So the premise is we want to simplify everything into just two grades, right? One for value investors, one for traders. That way people know what to do, right? So that way it's a lot easier to decipher what the move is, right? So definitely open to feedback from our crypto family. Tell us what you think down in the comments below. Graham says Token Metrics 2.0 will be out before ETH 2.0. Hey, I mean, that would be great. That would be the move. That would be the move. All right. Thank you, crypto family.